What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's get this shared up here. Couple places here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Um. Jam me down just a little bit. All right. Uh. Let's get over here. Man, I'm pretty late today, but it is what it is, man. We got lives, got things to do. I haven't looked up anything. I know the weather looks pretty good today. I guess, hopefully. Let's see. Um, Minnesota at Cleveland, a broken line of storms move through in game, likely fairly early. It could cause a delay if the wrong segment of the line moves in over the ballpark, winds out to right or left, winds out to right at left to right at 15 miles an hour. Um, New York Yankees at Baltimore. Maybe a raindrop or two, but nothing more. Warm temps, winds blowing out the center 10 to 15 ish. St. Louis and Cincinnati doesn't look great based on current models. I think there's legit postpone risk here, may even up the risk level to red by afternoon. So we'll keep an eye on that situation. Chicago Cubs at Pittsburgh. Models are kind of all over the place trying to pin this down. As of now, I don't have any real details beyond scattered showers and storms around. Right? Hey, Shirley. Shirley, how you doing? How are you? I need to do one thing here. Hope y'all getting the straights in there, man. It's important to get your straights together. Them straights keep you in the game, the straight bets. But Washington at Philly, warm winds blowing out to centerish at 15 miles an hour. Kansas City Royals at Tampa Bay Rays, sea breeze showers in the afternoon will be clearing this evening. Lowest chance of a late start, but the game will play regardless. Arizona, New York Mets, rain should hold north. Winds are ripping out to left at 20 miles an hour. Atlanta and Colorado, like Tampa, there's some showers around early, but it all clears out this evening. Low chance of a late start. Game is fine regardless. Okay, man, the Colorado game, boy, I really wanted it to pop off yesterday. It didn't pop off, right? Like we wanted it to. The over didn't hit. Only hit at 9. So, hopefully we get better results today. Probably be going back to the same guys for home runs and stuff. I did say I was gonna bet like 4 of those guys, including O'Hearn for a bomb yesterday. His bomb was plus 900. I chickened out. I took the hits, runs, and RBIs and hits the bomb. So you know, most of the time, you definitely got to practice what you preach. Um, and yeah, yeah. Parlays was, I had some spotties. Donovan and Olson, they really kind of like, muddied up my parlays, but it is what it is, right? Straights are king. Uh, shout out to um, shout out to Nate Lowe and shout out to Nate Lowe and uh, shout out to Nate Lowe and shout out to James Wood for hitting those garbage time home runs. So it is what it is with that situation. Let me pin this to my profile here, and then we'll get right into it, right? So it is what it is. right. Let's see. Earlier today, I did ask Jackson. I told him, give me your top home run plays today, right? They gave me Matt Olson. Can't talk you off there. We can go right back to the well. Peter Alonso, New York Mets going up a Water Rodriguez. Freddie Freeman. Shout out to Freddie Freeman. Cast the hits, runs, and RBIs last night. Everybody pretty much cast the hits, runs, and RBIs. The three out of the four that I put out there, we cast the Will Smith. We cast the 1.5 for Otani. We cast the Pajes, and we cast the well, no, we didn't cast the Will Smith, and then we cast the and then we cast the and then we cast the Freddie Freeman, bro. So you know it is what it is. That situation, but Ellie De La Cruz, they would like him for a bomb. We got weather implications there. Josh Young, they like him for a bomb. I'll have to do a little bit further more investigation there. I also asked to give me your best bet for today's MLB games. They said Atlanta Braves money line. I like that. It's a parlay piece. Milwaukee Brewers own the run line versus Chicago White Sox. So they like that. The one line is juiced up with Freddie Peralta on the mound. And Arizona Diamondbacks at New York Yankees. They like the under 8.5 runs. Um, and also, they like the Mariners at -1.5 at plus money versus Los Angeles Angels. So that's an interesting play I'm gonna have to look at too. And then St. Louis Cardinals at Cincinnati Reds. They like the Reds money line, which we have weather implications in that game. So we have to really keep an eye out for the weather and things of that nature. If you got anything you want me to ask Jackson, let me know now, and I'll definitely get that question in there for you. And you know, it is what it is, right? So we'll go over here to the MLB sheets and things of that nature, and we'll keep it moving from here. Let's go over here to Game Day Insights. We're going to the cheat sheet. We're getting it started. I didn't look at anything, man. So you know, I do work. I do have kids, so sometimes it's hard for me to do things here and there. But we'll get together. We'll get through what we can get through right now, and then I'll just leave it at that. Right. The rest of it, you know, I'll be putting out plays, and you know, the Dub Club or whatever the case may be. First and foremost, we got Tanner Bybee, we got Chris Paddock on the mound here. Let me get this my one of my fan graph page set up real quick. Stats leaderboards here. We also got baseball's a font. I do like to use that, so you guys know that. Mm-hmm. IB. Okay. All right. Uh, all right. Okay. So right now, we'll take a look at. So we got the Cleveland Guardians, Minnesota Twins here. We got the days here. We'll go about 33 of them. We'll look at the days here. We will be looking at right hand pitchers. As you can see right here, we got some numbers here. You guys already know. Good morning, Pat. Good morning. I'll give you guys a little bit of a, the Sierra's not looking too good. The walks, both batters are walking, both pitchers are walking batters in general. Isolated powers up for Tanner Bybee right now. Let me see something here. Yeah, the walks is kind of walky, right? He is giving up a few walks, giving up some runs here and there. Pitched well versus Kansas City Royals, which was the Royals, right? Pitched well versus them twice. You know, they ain't been putting up no runs. They ain't been doing nothing. They ain't been making no noise. Okay, he's giving up 8 bombs. Okay, all right. Okay, well, we'll take a look at Bybee. We'll take a look at first. We'll take a look at those Minnesota bats since they've been, you know, warm-ish. So it is what it is. Let me get some of these chords out of my way, y'all. All right. We're gonna first is right hand hitters here. As you can see, Bybee, he's giving up 5 extra base hits, 3 bombs, walk percentage, everything not looking so good, right? So uh then we'll filter this to right hand pitching. We'll go. We got the day night filters right there. We'll go with the drop a 33 piece in days there. And then we'll go. Then they're also going to show us the team rankings. You also already know that. We're also going to be looking at the right hand hitters, and then we're going to drop down the pitch arsenal right here, and we got Bybee up there, right? So the sinker, uh, fastball, and that cutter. He's got two extra base hits, two bomb off that. So we'll take a look at that sinker first, since that's the primary pitch that he's throwing real quick. We'll look at that sinker here. We'll flip this script here, and we'll go with that sinker real quick. Just take a quick look at that sinker, right? All right. I need to get. I keep forgetting to get me some batteries for my mouse, man. Straight up, my shit is acting slow. All right. What do we got here? Be here. We have a team total 3.5 at minus 130 for Minnesota, 4.5 for at plus 100 for Cleveland right now as we stand. So that's interesting there, right? So let's get back here. Mm, Fastball, cutter, sample sizes are getting pretty much getting pretty high there, so that's a good thing here. Mm. So looking at Buxton, the isolated power is still there. Is there for him still? Um, Keisha, I think he got hurt. I don't know. I have to look into that. Harrison Beta, he's always whatever. Like if you like I said yesterday, if you could stomach the strikeouts for Buxton, it is what it is. I think he struck out once yesterday. Uh, um, he was a big time bomb candidate across the industry. He does have 4 home runs versus his pitch mix. Hard hit is up. Fly ball could be higher. K percentage is very high, right? And that's some of the things that you have to deal with Buxton in the first place. We can look at some of his exit velo logs here. I want to take a look at that real quick. He got busy yesterday though, and all these guys got busy yesterday. He had a single off the slider yesterday, so that's something that you can look at. I mean, that you take heed to. Um, Sinker, four seamer, fastball. He had the bomb on that fastball on the 20th. Okay. Yeah, Buxton, he knows he can hit that ball pretty hard, right? Look at that. Strikeout, 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 strikeout. That's 5 motherfucking strikeouts in a row off that slot. Sinker and slider. They was sitting his ass down. Mm. If you can stomach that shit, boy, strikeouts, they just, oh man, they so irky, man. They take stuff away from you, bro. Straight up. What time this game come on? I could flip a nice switch, but I don't think it's gonna change anything. I don't bet too many people from Minnesota here. Truth be told, Byron Bucks' average at nighttime average and ISO is down, but the power numbers are still there. Ks are still there. Ty France can talk off a hit or anything for something like that for these guys, man. Uh, they get a bump because the pitcher is not good, so that's something that you can look at there. like I said, Buxton is definitely going to be a play anywhere it go, right? So at the end of the day, I'm still looking at Buxton. Truth be told, averages probably don't really too much scare me. If I'm betting it, and it's going up against a trash pitcher, the pitcher who ain't been doing too well, it really doesn't. I ain't gonna say it doesn't matter, but it is what it is, right? Um, I don't know if I'll put him in my pool or anything, but I don't mind Buxton. I don't, man. I know he's a top notch hitter and one of the top notch hitters in the league, right? So flipping over here to the lefties here. Um, Once I click the lefties right here, down here to left hand hitters, it's gonna automatically switch up here to left hand hitters. So Bobby pitching a little bit better. I thought he was, but he's giving up some hard contact for sure, right? Seven extra bases, five bombs. I'll probably get somebody who I really, really want to bet on here on the lefty side, probably with a lower K rate. And on top of that, I still would like to see, what these lineups are going to come out looking like, but I'm definitely going to be able to see if I like somebody here. Julian went yard yesterday. Larnick, okay, we'll see what's going to happen, right? I forgot the weather. I just looked at it. The weather, the yellow here, broken line of storms moves through in game, likely fairly early. It could cause a delay if the wrong segment of line moves over the ballpark, but winds out to the right, at left, at out to the right, and at left to right at 15 miles an hour. So this game should go. So I mean, whatever, right? Let's take a look. He's throwing that fastball 49% of the time, followed by that changeup. And two pitches here. Some batters will be able to get a chance to lamp right here on them, right? So to get the pitch they're looking for. So I probably would be looking at these lefties a little bit more. Um, don't know when Wallner's going to come back. Brooks Lee looked good yesterday. He's batting 375 versus that fastball alone. 20% K rate. Trevor Lawrence only got a 5% K rate. He's 6 for 30 at, in that regard. Two of his extra base hits was bombs on that fastball. Julian, he's got a bomb. K percentage is up on that fastball. Two of these guys will walk. At nighttime, Minnesota third, looking like third versus lefties. K percentage pretty low. Walk percentage pretty good. Small sample size. The little damage that Larnick has done has came at night because I think he still had the same four hits, and his bombs came at night as well. So what's up? What's up? What's up, Stacking? How you doing? What's going on? The bombs that he's hit came at night too. Because if I take so let me see. Larnick is probably going to be somebody I'm going to like. Julian, okay. Lee Larnick, okay. Well, let me get this other pitch up there. Take that night filter off. And that would be the changeup, right? So the changeup. Let me take a ride over here real quick. Yeah, it's better because it's the same thing and it's giving you more, right? It's giving you more. So, for instance, this is what we this is what most of the people do right here. Let me pull up another one, right? Let me pull up another one. So, uh, let me pull up another one here. So we got the videos coming soon. There was a heat map. I got the heat map yesterday. I had screenshotted it. I still I screenshotted it. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So if you're looking at MLB, let's say we're looking at MLB, right? Get started. MLB. He said it's missing my favorite stats I liked to check and trying to see how you use it. Can you see line drive percentages? You have the $10, $15, the $15 one. I got the $15. You say you see the line drive percentage. I can't find it. Line drive. Oh, the hard hit line drive fly ball. That what you talking about? Probably so. Yep. Uh, so um, your all stats, home run targets, your pitching stats, your pitching metrics, player game log, pitch arsenal. Those are pitches. Hitting stats. Hard hit percentage. That's team stats. Player stats. Hard hit, line drive, fly ball. Right here. Right. Exit velo, barrel percentage, hard hit, home runs, extra base hits, ISO, WOBA, average hits, at bats, handedness, player, team, rank. Uh, I can slide it over for more. Fly ball percentage, K percentage, walk percentage. They have that. They have it. They have it. Maybe you on the maybe you want maybe probably try to get them to add the hard hit line drive fly ball. I think that's what you're talking about. To have them throw that into. So this is another page. Have them throw that into here. Uh, maybe as a column right here, right? Hard hit line drive fly ball. But see, you got the hard hit percentage and the fly ball percentage and the line drive. The line drive is not right here, right? Maybe have him put that combo, have him put that combo over there. But it's there. So if you're on the computer or you're on your phone, whatever case may be, just pull up another one, right? Pull up another game day tab. Sometimes I have like 3 game day tabs open. Now you just using game day for everything, right? uh you got your cheat sheet right here. This is what you got your cheat sheet right here, right? This is your cheat sheet. This is what we do every day. Then you can have one with your player hitting stats, right? You can have another page pulled up with your exit velo game logs, whatever the case may be. Your pitching stats, if you want your pitching stats up there, because you got your pitching message, game log, arsenals. Then you got your daily starting pitchers. You'll have your all stats. Then you have your home run targets. You know what I'm saying? You can have 2 or 3 different tabs up, right? Tabs up. And you know, when you're doing baseball, you need all the tabs you can get any damn way. But maybe some tweaking, reach out to them, maybe some tweaking, and you know what I'm saying? I know that probably that one column you probably want it like right here. Wait a minute. That one column you probably want it like right here in the cheat sheet. Here, right? Like that hard hit, line drive, flat ball. But see, um, you want that line drive combo in there. That's what you want, you know. But I understand. So, it is what it is. Fastball, changeup. Those are the 2 pitches that he's throwing, right? Fastball, changeup, yeah, changeup 32% of the time. Oh yeah, let me double back real quick. Where was I? Okay. All right. And when you switch it, when I switched So, and also, like they're gonna give you. We already had this right. We already had this right. The picture, the pictures. We already had the pictures like handiness and what they doing between lefties and righties, right? But the team offensive rankings, right? This is I want to say this is new. And then like if I take the night filter off, see the average, the ISOs, extra base hits, home run, and every that. When I take the night filter off, it should change. Right, it changed. And then when I put the night filter on, see right here the batting average, the team batting average. When I put the night filter on, it goes back to 3. So three. And when I take it off in general, they got 16. They around the middle of the pack in batting average. But then when I click the night switch on, that's letting you know that as a team they hitting better at night, right? So a lot of things going on right here. Just a few things going on that maybe a lot of people didn't know, stuff like that. He said, "Yeah, I like betting two bases and doubles and trying to see who has good line drives for sure. I don't blame you on that. I don't bet a lot of bases, bro. Maybe I need to get into it. I'm more of a I like to predict the I like I think I'm more better at you know um game flow, right? I'm more into, I hit HRRs at a pretty high rate at targeting specific game flows and stuff like that, and just deciphering through lineups, just trying to see who I think and know I can do what versus what type of pitches and stuff like that. Mainly targeting bad pitching. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But at the end of the day, we all got our niches and stuff like that. So that's what makes the community so fire. You know what I'm saying? That's what to make the community so fire. You know? So it is what it is. So Larnick, shout out to you though, my guy. Larnick, Larnick's gonna be one. I'm gonna like Larnick. I'm gonna like Brooks Lee as well. Even if it's only for a hit or something like that. Just trying to see where he could be or would be in the lineup. But he's be back there on the back end. Making some noise for sure, for sure, for sure. He'll be on the back end making some noise. Larnick would be the guy that I would be looking at for hit runs and RBIs with the low K rate, behind Buxton and behind Correa, who are great MLB players despite how much they strike out, whatever the case may be. Larnick would probably be the guy that I'm looking at right there for the HRR, whatever the case may be with that. And like I said, Buxton, Julian, Korea. Ty France is an interesting play here, at least for a hit, you know what I'm saying? And then Brooks Lee is somebody that you could definitely look at for a hit as well. Bader, see who's going to be in the lineup. Bader always green for some reason, and I just can't get to him all the time, right? But Buxton and Larnick, I can't talk you off those guys, so it is what it is. Larnick, I would probably be the guy that I'm betting on HRRs for sure. And like I said, Buxton, if I'm feeling froggy, as long as I know in the back of my mind, he's strikeout prone, but he is a good hitter, right? So what I'll do here is I got to start getting my little pool like a little bit more narrowed in. So I'm gonna put Larnick now. Oops. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna reset this, and I'm gonna add hits, runs, and RBIs, hits, pitching outs, and pitcher strikeouts. Right. I'm gonna add those right there. So when I pull up a player that I like, those are what's gonna pull up for me because that's what I like. Right. So Larnick, I'll put Larnick as I like the spot for him, right? I like the spot for him. I apply that, and then this is Jackson, right? So Jackson, my AI companion, you can ask it whatever you want to ask it. You ask me whatever you want to ask it. I got a code Dee Bets 25, all caps. If you caught the little short, the little reel, or whatever the case may be, whatever platform you on, I posted it already. Except for my TikTok, I got to post it on there, but right now, Jackson likes the over on the hits, over on hits, runs, and RBIs. Right now, I'll just throw the hits over there. He's got a hit in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of his last 10 games, as you can see right there. And I'll just throw that over there. They also have the book, whatever case may be. I'll just push that right there. These are guys that are good spots for me, right? Are in good spots. So it is what it is, right? Couldn't talk you off any of those guys that we mentioned. Took a long time on that side. Let's get on the Cleveland side, man. Damn, damn. I didn't get a chance to look over things last night. When I don't look over things, I'm real slow, bro. Chris Paddock, right? We'll look at those lefties. He's got two extra bases, two bombs versus those lefties here. We'll flip the switch here to Cleveland, and then we'll see what we got. Clear out some of these pitches here, and take the night filter off, and hit the pitch arsenal, and then we'll look at Tanner Bybee. I mean, Chris Paddock. Towards lefties, he's throwing that fastball 51% of the time, followed by that changeup. Okay, so look, we definitely got to take a look at this fastball first. That should be right in my face, and I don't be seeing it. Let's look at that changeup first. Switch that out. Change up. He's throwing that change up since it's only two pitches. He's throwing that change up. What? Both of these pitchers throwing the same shit. He's throwing a change up. What? Now, since we do the little 10% rule, right? Uh, as far as putting our pitchers up there, but they don't give us on this one here. They only give us a solid number, whole numbers like that, right? So that 9% could be like 9.9. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I might have to throw that motherfucker in there, like that 9.5, 9.2 or something like that. On the old game day, or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe I might just keep it at 9%, or maybe I might just start throwing 9% in, right? Maybe, who knows? But let's see that change up. Hmm. Okay, who what doesn't Quan hit? Right? What doesn't Quan hit? Okay. That's that fastball by itself. Fastball changeup. Nolan Jones just hit a bomb the other day. Be on the lookout for him. He could be getting warm. Cleveland's one of my least bet on teams, man. I mean, Quan, you can look at him, Quan, for what he does, but especially those righties, like, I damn near want to skip over this game. Truth be told, I can't put a grasp on their ass, man. But we do know, somebody like Jose Ramirez, he's good at baseball. His K percentage is down. Behind somebody like Stevie Kwan, it's HRR. Even at a 1.5 is always in play. You know what I'm saying? So, Stevie Kwan get on. Jose Ramirez, he's still batting 250 versus this pitch mix, so I can't talk you off anything like that. His K percentage is down. So it is what it is. I mean, I couldn't talk you off those two guys, but that's I don't I'm gonna put a rain check on the rest of these guys. The righties probably not even gonna. I'm gonna look at them. I'm gonna go ahead and look at them, man. Fuck it. But at the end of the day, Ramirez couldn't talk you off his hits. Him and Quan. I mean, that's what they do, right? Uh, so righties there. Paddock, 4 extra base hits, 3 home runs. Hard hit percentage is up, whatever case may be with that. Um, what is he throwing? Fastball, changeup, slider. And I'm gonna throw all three of them motherfuckers up there right now because I ain't got time to be going through all of them. Jonesky Noel, K percentage is there. They got Nolan Jones projected number 2. Hmm. I ain't gonna mind hits, runs, and RBIs for I ain't gonna mind that. Gabriel Reyes, his ISO is up. Hard hit, barrel, and fly ball is up. Arias. I know it didn't just happen because this motherfucker don't message me until the Bears do something. Mm, okay, that wasn't it. All right, so hmm, Arias, huh? Arias will be right here. We'll see. Behind Santana, his stuff look good at night, and he had some power numbers right there. A few little, power numbers right there in the daytime. Uh, um, Lane Thomas, I just haven't been getting there with Lane Thomas, man. I don't know what happened with Lane Thomas. I just haven't been getting there, man. I haven't. Mm. Rice probably can do a little damage back there. All right, so I'll be looking at if I had to take a bats here, if I had to, I mean, looking at a hit for Stephen Kwan, he's self-explanatory. And then maybe Ramirez hits runs and RBIs can probably bring somebody in like Quan, and then Reyes, man, he looks interesting, very interesting, right? Not gonna put these guys down. I should, but I don't think I'm betting on them, you know. But Cleveland does have a 4.5 team. Let me go ahead and put this motherfucker down, man. Straight up. Let me go ahead and put them down, man. Mm. Just to be in an okay spot, right? Quan hit, whatever the case may be. Um, I think he can get something going on that back end. Rice has a hit in 6 of his last 7 games. So, he could be getting warm. You know what I'm saying? A hit, couldn't talk you off of that. Um, and what's my boy name? J Ram. Kind of spotty, but you know what he does, right? They need some get back. They just got their ass thrashed yesterday. So we'll see what's gonna happen. Right? They got a team total 4.5. Traffic can be on the basis. Who knows? The books know more than me. Let's keep it moving. What I do want to do here, okay, so roll on, right? So right off the back here, um, I won't be looking at any bats here for Baltimore. I probably won't. But you could look at a righty though. I ain't gonna lie. You could look at a righty. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these motherfuckers take Rodon deep. Who knows, right? But I'll come to that game 1 second. We got weather implications here in this St. Louis game, something I might not get to. Chicago Cubs of Pittsburgh here. Andrew Henney's been balling. Zach Wheeler, Mackenzie Gore, maybe a Nerfy in this spot, maybe. It's always dangerous when you got somebody like James Wood out there. Pause, but man, and Nate Lowe. Shout out to them for getting to those late home runs yesterday. Mackenzie Gore went crazy on their ass last time we seen them with strikeouts. Um, Poda Francis, Garrett Crochet. I don't know how I feel about Crochet strikeouts today. David Peterson Rodriguez. Interesting. Jackson said he likes the under on that one. Uh, I like I like the run line is juiced up here for this Milwaukee game. The Grom and Jacob Lopez, Gusto, Olson. This gonna be interesting here. Doyle, Smith Sharver, Herman Marquez, Bryce Miller. Okay, Angels they strikeout candidates. Okay, going back to the well with these Atlanta boys here. Bryce Miller gonna have to look at his K stuff, right? Might be able to get some strikeouts here. Um, Interesting here. Logan Webb. I just can't wrap my hands around what Logan Webb is doing in the strikeout category. And shout out to the Dodgers came back and won that game last night. Noah Davis, Sandy Alcantara. Maybe an over spot. Who knows? What's the total here? 8.5. They expect runs to be put up. So going over here, let's go with these lefties here. Team advanced left hand pitchers. What we already know when you're looking at the K rates and looking at the WRC plus, as we see Baltimore number 5 is striking out versus left hand pitching, and they 48 in WRC plus versus lefties. So that's gonna put you on the radar for somebody like mm, 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 Rodon, right? So 40% ground ball rate with a 31% K rate. Uh, he hasn't given up a bomb in the last two games. And what we know about Rodon, he does give up bombs to righties, right? When he does, right? Right now, this year, he's got two bombs versus lefties and three bombs versus righties. And last year, he gave up what? Um, Last year, he had three bombs versus lefties and 28 bombs versus righties. So, more often than not, his bombs probably going to be coming from, or, from, towards on a righty, right? So, it is what it is with that situation. All right. So what I will do here is get back on over here. I need to see a line though. I need to see a line for him. Man, I supposed to lay my money on this last night. I was tired, man. I fell asleep. 6.5 at plus money for his strikeouts, and his pitching outs are sitting at 17.5 at minus 145. They are on the road. Okay. Hmm. Gunner's got a bomb. Mateo's got a bomb. Mountcastle has a bomb. A lot of this look like one game, maybe two. Okay. Let's look at these righties. So right now we only got Rodon out there up there as a pitcher right now. Let's look at these right hand hitters, left hand pitching. Walk percentage is kind of up there. His K percentage looks good. Five extra base hits, three home runs. Uh, Baltimore, look at that. 30, 30, 30, 27, 26. Boy, they look bad, right? Versus lefties. Slider, fastball. He's giving up two bombs on that fastball, one bomb on that changeup. Slider 41% of the time. Mm-mm. I don't have to bet on everybody. Straight up. Don't have to, man. Don't have to bet on these motherfuckers either, man. Straight up. Don't. Um, he went he hit his outs every game except for two this season. Okay. Well, they've been horrendous versus lefties, man. Let's get these left hand batters up here. Quick drive by on those guys. Two extra bases, two home runs. K percent is 22%. He's throwing slider, four seam, or sinker. I'm gonna get all of them up there. I'm not individually looking at them or nothing. I'm getting them all up there. Cedric Mullins. Let's see. Cedric Mullins, man. Cedric Mullins. I mean, I'm not betting on these guys. I mean, if I'm looking at Cedric Mullins for a hit or something like that, I guess I don't know. But I won't be going there even with that. Even while he's batting like that, I probably won't be going there. He's got two extra bases, two bombs. Both of them came in night. Both of them came in night too. The bombs came in night. His K percentage is down. If I was to think about anybody, it would be Cedric Mullins. Okay, and I'm probably still not going to put him up there, right? I'm probably a little bit more focused on the outs, pitching outs, and the strikeouts. Even the pitching outs at a parlay piece, strikeouts or something like that. Who knows, right? These Yankees. Who are they facing again? Who's pitching? Gibson. So let's get Gibson up there, right? Boy, my mouse. I gotta remember. I need to set a reminder. Hmm. Making the season debut. Last three games, 13 strikeouts on in the minors on 12 innings pitched, one home run. Hmm. Don't know how long it's gonna go. Don't know none of that shit, man. Despite I didn't go look and see how many pitches he's been throwing or anything like that, but I don't know. He's gonna see these. He's gonna see these Yankees, man. So let's see. See if I get a pitch mix from him. Hmm. Um, he was doing that sweeper, sinker, cutter. Judge, man. Could talk off Goldsmith or something like that for a hit or something like that. Judge and Goldsmith, but Judge. Of course, right? Judge been on a tear. He's got 3 hits, runs, and RBIs in 5 of his last 6 games. And if you want to just, Goldie, depending on where he's hitting at, definitely if he's hitting cleanup, I don't mind his HRR. If he's hitting cleanup, I ain't gonna mind his HRR. To lefties, he was throwing a bunch of shit: sinker, fastball, cutter, changeup, sweeper. Trent, Rice, Wells, Dominguez. Yankees team total of 5.5. Baltimore Orioles at 4.5. They expect Baltimore to hit this boy, to hit, to hit, to hit Rodon. That's interesting. Team total over 5.5 for the Yankees, man. Mm. Grisham, Rice, Dominguez, Wells, and Knight. Man, just gonna have to see what the lineup's gonna come out to, man. Straight up. But I definitely yeah. I expect runs to be put up here. We'll be betting hits, runs, and RBIs for first five guys. Let's simulate this. If uh if I don't know how this lineup's gonna come out. Straight up. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see what the lineup's gonna come out too. But I couldn't talk you off any of those guys for HRRs and stuff like that. Traffic on the basis, definitely. I'll be looking at HRRs. Um, Judge, you get three at minus 115 for him. Rice and Goldsmith juiced up right now. You're gonna get value on semi value on Grisham at minus 105. Even you could put him in a lay. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. So I want to see who's going to be in the lineup. I know I'll be. I mean, I need to see who's going to be how the lineup's going to look. It still don't matter though. I like the New York bats, man. I do straight up. So I do got Judge in there and Goldie. Uh, some good spots, right? Good spots. Usual suspects, man. Usual suspects for me. Usual suspects. I'm pitching outs. Let me see. Rodon. How's he look versus this team? Last two times he played them, he didn't get there, right? On his pitching outs, what about his strikeouts? Last time he played him, he got there versus his strikeouts. Um, last, let me see. He's hit his strikeouts one, two, three, four, five of his last six games. If you ask Jackson, they favored the under to both of them, right? So let's see why they say they like the under on his strikeouts. I don't always agree with Jackson, but they say Carlos Rodon's pitchers strikeouts line at 6.5, and despite a high season mean of 7.5, his projection is only 6.3, and he only managed 6.5 strikeouts in two starts versus the Orioles last year, supporting the under. Mm. Well, I'm probably gonna take the strikeouts, maybe, right? We'll see. But their team total is sitting at 4.5. What am I missing? I don't know, right? We'll see. Um, I don't know what I'm missing here. I don't know what I'm missing here. They've been terrible versus right hand pitch, left hand pitching, but whatever. Um, they got an over under 9.5 in that game. What's a lot of 8.5s, 9.5s, and 8.5s and 9.5s, man? Today, All right, let's look at this Cubs game. Andrew Heaney, man. I was looking for Heaney to do some of this shit like he's doing right now last year. Look at this Cubs game. Andrew Heaney. Hmm. Cubs versus lefties. 17% K rate with a 142 WRC plus. 266 plate appearances. Cubs been getting busy versus lefties. Small sample size, but whatever, right? Let me see. Last 2 weeks versus lefties. 174 WRC plus. Only 89 plate appearances, but they've been getting busy versus lefties. Let's see what's going to happen, right? Okay. Uh Cubs. So, got a feeling you might gonna like PCA here. My Cubs, right? So, got two lefties on the mound. Let's go for right hand hitters. Left hand pitching. Chicago Cubs. In general, Suzuki's batting 500. Bertie, Horner's hitting 300. Haps hitting 300. This is just in general with no pitch mix. And these are the righties. So let me add in the pitch mix, which Haney is throwing fastball, changeup, slider. Mm. Nico, Hap. Small sample sizes, man. Hap, 8 for 20. Probably some tappers, some singles and shit. Maya, never thought I'd see the day he's 38% K rate. Suzuki. Mm. Suzuki, Nico, Hap. Suzuki, Nico, Hap. These are the number. I mean, average. They number one average, batting average. Number two ISO, 7 extra base hits. Number three in bombs. Number two in K rate. Number two in walk. So they've been getting busy, man. They've been getting on bases. Even they still a lot of bases as well. You know. Um, Small sample size versus lefties. They just been getting busy versus them, man. Straight up. But you know, what is this? 8.5. 4.5 for the Cubs, 3.5 for the Pirates. And Andrew Heaney's been playing, pitching very well. Mm. All right, let's look at these lefties. He's doing a bunch of shit. Fastball, sinker, slider, changeup, curveball. Kyle Tucker's fly ball is up. Barrel is down. Pete Crow at nighttime is a little better. Batting 500, no bombs, no extra base hits. Kyle Tucker, two extra base hits and a bomb. Uh, None of these guys really struck out. Still small sample size, but you know. I mean, this could be a situation where you still can give props to somebody like Haney for pitching how he's been pitching. He's given up three extra base hits to lefties. Not still pitching very well. Uh, if you still want to take pitching into consideration, um, I mean, wow. I wanted to look at these pitches individually, but I don't want to be taking up all this time. I want to at least get to a couple more games before I get out of here because I got to go to work. Normally, I would have checked the half of the slate before I came on, but I didn't today. I'll be able to look at this stuff at work, but dropping plays in the dub and all in the dub club and stuff like that. But we'll see. But as far as bats here between the lefties and righties, actually none of the usual suspects. I couldn't talk about any of the usual suspects. It's not like I have a favorite bat. Maybe Suzuki. Maybe some of these righties, the ones I look like a little bit more. Maybe Suzuki. He's probably looking like the one Suzuki and App. Probably look like the ones I like the best. Nico Horner wasn't no pushover, looking like no pushover either. Maybe a team total. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll just fall back, but maybe put a hit play together, something like that. What would the projected lineup look like? Hap, Suzuki, Tucker, Turner is a lefty, uh, supposedly lefty killer. This point in his career, he's probably going to be in a lineup. Horner, Armstrong. Yeah, I like this lineup for sure. If it's real for what Andrew Haney's been doing, then it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I don't have a favorite bat, right? Like Suzuki, Hap. I couldn't talk you off that. HRRs for Tucker. I mean, coming behind Suzuki and Hap. Like Suzuki and Hap is probably my two favorite though, and Horner, right? Pico Armstrong can't talk about what he's been doing. Nice looking lineup though. That's all I can say, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Chicago. This is my team, but so sometimes I'm biased. I still can't believe what they're doing right now, but it is what it is. Let's look at the other guys, Pittsburgh. So let's flip this to Pittsburgh here. Um, Two lefties on the mound, so we got Shota uh, versus right hand hitters. Shota is giving up 10 extra base hits and six bombs, man, versus righties, man. So, whew, man, uh, you see a cruise missile or something here? We'll see. Um, Cruz a lefty though. What is he throwing? Um, Splitter, fastball. Three extra base hits on that splitter with a home run, and he's got oh excuse me, Seven extra base hits, five bombs on that fastball. Let's look at that splitter. These motherfuckers here ain't seen shit. Put that fastball up there. Mm. Joey Bart got a bomb on that fastball. You got a bunch of guys that's got. Mm. Joey Bart's 4 for 8. Brian Reynolds will strike out. And he see who's going to be in that lineup. IKF 4 for 11, 9% K rate. Andrew McCutcheon 273, 3 for 11, 9%, 8% K rate. Joey Bart looked like the one here. Man, Gorski, whoever the hell he is. Let me check these lefties. What's up? What's going on? And I'm all good, my guy. What's the business? You still killing them. I already know you're still killing it. Sweeper and fastball. O'Neal Cruz, if he catch one of them, he very well could be gone. You know, he's got a 111 batting average. He's only 1 for 9 versus his pitch mix. But if he catches it, he can kiss it goodbye, right? Uh, Probably, yeah. 57% hard rate, 57 fly ball, but it is what it is, right? Um, if I'm taking a side here, it'd be the Cubs or nothing in this situation. Um, versus lefties, Shota has a 31% K rate. So he looks pretty good. Only one bomb versus lefties versus 6 or 7, bombs at night or whatever the case may be, right? I mean to righties. Um, and what's going on? And say 10-1 in the past 2 days on MLB and 10-0 on tennis. Woo wee! A straight bet bunny lines. That's the way to go, man. That's what's up, man. You know, it's a lot of money to get, man. It's a lot of money to get. I think I like the Cubs here. What you like? You like the Cubs? You got some plays? Drop them in the chat, bro. Drop them in the chat. Or whatever you want to try, one or two or some shit. But I do like the Cubs in this one here. It's gonna be an interesting game. Always an interesting game, but I'm gonna like the Cubs here. I don't know if I'll get to any of these bats here. Uh, he does give up power to righty, so you could look at somebody like Joey Bart or something like that. Uh, the Cubs is just a little bit more bats that I'm interested in. Uh, and it is what it is, right? So probably gonna end up liking the Cubs. What's the line? Cubs minus 150 favorites. And Anthony said, I like the Cubs. 2 units Cubs. Money line. 2 unit Braves and Dodgers. Uh, money line. 1.5 unit on the Royals. 2.5 units on the Phillies. Money line. Two, 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 and a- 2 units on Cincinnati. I like Cincinnati too, but the weather, bro. Got to keep an eye on that weather there. I know I was reading it. It says Cincinnati doesn't look great. Based on current models, I think there's a legit postponed risk here. May even up the risk level to red by the afternoon. So make sure you keep an eye on that weather, bro. Uh, on that. Oh shit, I didn't see the Cubs weather. Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. Models are kind of all over the place trying to pin this one down. As of now, I don't have any real details beyond scattered showers and storms around. So keep an eye on the Cubs weather as well. Uh, it's got that marked orange. Those two games have weather implications. I didn't look at Cincinnati, but I blindly like Cincinnati for sure. And just looking over it, I like the Cubs. Uh huh. So there goes some plays for y'all right there on the money line side and stuff like that. Um, I probably want to get 2 more games in. If anybody got any games or any bats they want me to look at, feel free to let me know. I do want to get at least 2 more games in. Washington, Philly, Tampa Bay, Kansas City, Garrett, Toronto, New York Mets. This Kansas City game is sitting at a 9 over/under. That's interesting. Um, I want to I got to take a look at their cores real quick. Athletics in Texas. Let me take a look at their cores game. Let's fast forward it to the cores game. So we only got Herman Marquez numbers out right now. He's given up 11 extra base hits, 2 home runs. You're absolutely right. Miranda and them boys might have to take a look at that. I wasn't looking at none of those 7.5 or 8 over/unders. I want to look at some. If I'm looking for bats, I'm looking at 8.5 and up. But you gotta look at cores. You don't really have to look at cores. I know I'm going back to the well on Olsen. I know I am. Right? They're just going to have to fuck me up, keep fucking me up. But uh, I hit on some hits runs on RBIs in that game yesterday, but we'll figure it out. So Marquez, we'll look at what is he doing? Let's look at the righties first, right? 7 extra base hits, 0 home runs. His barrels is down. K percentage is at 14% there, so I'm not going to be worried about him striking out anyone. Excuse me. Right hand pitching. Um, let's go. Atlanta and what's he throwing? So versus righties in general, On the season here, let me filter this out here. Austin Riley's got 4 bombs off righties. Ozona's got 5 bombs off righties. Sean Murphy's got 5 bombs off righties, and Eli Wright's got 2. Ozuna's batting 319 with a better batting average than the rest of them. Riley's barrel rate is pretty much higher than these guys, but they all in the ballpark. It is what it is. K percentage, right? They will strike out, right? So that's just in general. Let's take a look and see what pitches these throwing and how they doing. Sinker, fastball, knuckle curve, slider. I'm not gonna go one by one. I'm throwing them all up there, right? Throwing them all up there, man. Fastball, knuckle curve, sinker, slider, right? Fastball, knuckle curve, sinker, slider. Throwing them all up there for right now because I'm pressing for time. Now we know Riley, Ozuna, Murphy, uh, Olson. We know those guys hit the ball very, very hard, right? And we're in course, so we're looking for extra base hits and we're looking for bombs. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I will be betting hits, runs, and RBIs on these guys, 3 or more for anybody that I bet on. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna be done in about what time is her lunch? It is. All right, I'm gonna be done in like 10 minutes. I'm gonna get off. I'll take. Yeah, I'm finna finish this last little thing right here. 5 minutes probably. I'm finna take it though. So, yeah. I mean, it's not really anything that I can really just go ahead and you know uh key in on here because we in cores. The cores give up the bombs, right? And it's just gonna be the usual suspects. And I'll be betting on Murphy, Ozuna, and Riley. If I bet on any one of these righties, truth be told, then I'll flip it over here to the lefties and see what he's throwing. I just wanted to take a look. And more than likely, I'm just going to be betting on the Braves players. And I'm using the Braves as a money line parlay piece. So I expect them to go ahead and handle business here. Fastball, sinker, knuckle curve. Verdugo could be hot. He had himself a good game yesterday. See if keep an eye out and see if he's in the lineup. Olson, 4 extra base hits, 4 home runs. Michael Harris, Ozzy Albies. I really like Olson for sure. So fly ball 24, 10% K rate, 61% hard percentage, 16 barrel percentage, exit velo 94, 4 extra base hits, 4 home runs, batting average 250. Nice switch on it. Olson Harris. 3 of those bombs came at night. I really like Olson. Really like Olson. All right. The rest of these games, I'll have to push them out. What I like, I probably have to push it out, like in the Dub Club or something like that. I got to go. I got to go take my daughter her lunch and stuff like that because she left her lunch. But it looks pretty good, right? Looks pretty good here. All the usual suspects. I'll go over what I like here real quick, and I'll get out of here. Um, couldn't talk. I like the hits, runs, and RBIs for Larnick. Couldn't talk off anything for Buxton, but he will strike out. Hit for Quan. Jose Ramirez can hit his runs and RBIs. I didn't put it to the side. All the usual suspects from the Yankees. I don't mind them. If I had to take one bet, which I won't be betting on them, it would be Mullins from Baltimore. Didn't look at their Cincinnati game. I like Cincinnati to win their game. Rodon couldn't talk off his strikeouts and or outs. The Cubs, it'll be Cubs or nothing for me. Weather game here. And then we just looked at the Atlanta game here. Favorite bat here is Olsen. Hits, runs, and RBIs. At least three hits, runs, and RBIs all the way up to a bomb. The usual suspects are in play. Riley, Ozuna. Wouldn't be surprised if they just start getting busy, right? Just hitting bombs everywhere. Um, I'll leave you guys with that. I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here.